Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's McCown's Jets going up against Dak Prescott's Cowboys.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New York Jets. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Gets it to Bryce Butler, complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing, Prescott. Floating one, incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. 2017 for Zeke Elliott, a mixed bag. Would he play, would he not play? Well, he missed the 6 games from weeks 10 to 15. He still finished, though, Charles, 10th in the league in rushing.
Just tells you about the talent that he has and how explosive he is and what he brings to the table. Look, he averaged 98 yards per game, 98.3 to be exact. A full 11 yards higher than number 2 Todd Gurley behind him. So that just tells you, if he plays a full season and he's averaging that type of yardage, I think Dallas's win numbers go up.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. This from 54 yards away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Throwing now is McCown. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's McCown. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, That route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Bilal Powell, 35 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. Eluded, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
They give to Elliott. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for Hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So the Cowboys offense coming back out there, and after the excitement of that 13-3 year, the NFC East title 2016, they fell back to earth in 2017. They still finished 9-7, but not what you expected from them.
No, the scoring differential was a big tail.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The New York Jets working their way back onto the field, and last year a 3-2 start, very promising start. They got a 2-9 finish the rest of the way. Now Todd Bowles, Charles, was given the vote of confidence. He'll be back in 2018.
And I think it's a good vote of confidence and for the right reasons. Remember, before the season, how many times have we joked that everyone we talked to said the Jets would go 0-16?
Yeah.
They were very competitive throughout the year. They played hard for Coach Todd Bowles, so that makes sense. But when you look at their offense, everyone wants to talk about the quarterback position. I don't think there's a spot on the offense that they couldn't improve with draft choices and free agency. So that's an offense that needs total retooling.
Yeah, so with the high draft pick first round, it's not a given that they're going quarterback.
Not a given, but if there's one they like, I'm pretty sure they're going to go ahead and take it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Bilal Powell with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
You go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Williams. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Second down, Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Over the middle to Smith. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard, near the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. A Dallas 1st down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Prescott now on second down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Now McCown. That's caught right side by Anderson. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Faking the give to Powell. Now McCown. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this. And this is caught inside the 5. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll come out in the pistol. McCown looks to throw again. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. It's McCown again. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. Final play of the half. Prescott going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So out now come the Jets. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, In fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On second down, here's McCown. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Play action. Now McCown. Rolling to his right. And this one's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And now it's second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Sean Lee from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Play action. McCown flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
Boy, bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah.